Hello everybody, welcome to the mini-series on creating a system that will load large worlds in segments. So what will this series cover? We're going to cover loading and unloading locations in a large multiplayer world. A note on that, this will work in single player too. Instead of referencing the network manager's scene manager, you just use a regular scene manager. Do things a tiny bit differently, but if you're a person who's watching this video and intend to implement your project anyway, there's a very, very good chance you'll have no problem doing that whatsoever. So to put it simply, we're going to make a location, which is a scriptable object. We're going to assign each location the scenes it needs when it loads, but then also the other locations attached to it that also need to load. So for example, if you're standing in a forest and this is area 1, but you can see area 2, a tower in the distance, you also need to have that loaded. So this will load a location, which requires its scenes, and other locations it requires, and their scenes. Alright, part 2 is creating triggers for your world that will cause portions of it to load and unrequired sections to unload when a player passes through it. What does this mean? Well, we're just going to use basically colliders that will have an on-trigger enter state, or other triggers for that matter, and when you interact with them or pass through them, it will cause the world to load. So usually people use box colliders and sphere colliders for this, and that's great, but sometimes your level is very oddly shaped and that's not going to cut it. So we're going to go into a very simplistic and easy way using Unity's tools to make custom colliders that will fit around weird geo or weird boundaries in your area, which is what point 3 will cover. We create these triggers out of custom colliders that we shape around the area of each location. And then number 4, we're going to decouple the world collision from the rendering. This isn't too important if it's a single player game, but if it's a multiplayer game and you have a friend who's in a different area than you, let's say we're playing together and I'm in area 1 and you're in area 3, if I have your renderers loaded in the world, that's wasting memory for me. So what we're going to do is make a system so that I don't need to have the renders wherever you are loaded and vice versa. And this will just save us on memory so you can split up without basically that extra stress on your hardware. And lastly, we're going to go over how to use baked lighting that is shared across all scenes in this setup. Now, some of you might use real-time lighting, and this last step is unapplicable to you. You need to skip it entirely. But if you're a person who wants to use baked lighting and you're confused as to how that would work with a bunch of scenes that are constantly loaded and unloaded and ever-changing, I will go through that as well. So at the time of this video launching, the first episode will be out on the following day. Thank you for tuning in, and if this mini-series idea occasionally is of interest to you, please let me know, because usually I'm a one-series kind of guy until it's over, but doing these on game systems I've already developed for my own is definitely a fun little detour sometimes. Alright, thank you to my Patrons for helping me keep my lights on, and thank you to everyone who takes the time to leave a like and comment on the video. I will see you guys in the first episode.